Hey guys, ArchieLuxury channel, Paul Pluta channel, ArchieLuxury corporate. Guys, I got some news hot off the press. Rolex supply is going to improve. Yes, sirree. A good friend of mine was talking to Kennedy's. Kennedy's runs the Rolex boutique in Sydney. And they told my friend that base model steel sports will start to improve. There we go, guys. It's official. And guys, here we go. I've also been told in the American market, that's where most of the ArchieLuxury viewers are, they are also increasing supply, steel sports. So it looks like the Rolex Drought is about to disappear. Now, guys, let's do a quick wristwatch check. I'm wearing my Rolex Milgauss. That's right, the black dial Milgauss. That's the one. Buckaroonies! Okay, guys, let's have a bit of a talk here. What does it mean? Well, I gotta be honest with you, even my friend, the Clivester, has announced that he's liaising with flyover state Rolex dealers. Supply is starting to come back. It looks like the Rolex Drought is about to break. Interestingly enough, my contact who spoke to Kennedy's actually said that doesn't mean Batman or Hulks or Panda will come through. He's talking more steel base models. We're talking Explorer ones, no date Submariners, Milgauss. He said at the moment Kennedy's is having trouble getting Air Kings, which is the base models kind of sports Rolex. So it looks like the supply will start to improve in the next 6 to 12 months. Thank God! Jesus, we've been praying to you to break this Rolex Drought. So it looks like the supply will improve. That's very good news for Rolex lovers around the world. Why has this supply problem come in? Well, I really think what happens is, see, Rolex is like a big ocean liner. Very hard to stop it. Iceberg ahead, Captain! Iceberg ahead! When they put the brakes, it takes a while for the vessel to stop. And that's exactly what happens. Whereas a smaller companies like a speedboat, they can just turn around. It's not so easy on those big super tankers. So when Rolex, they had survived the financial crisis of 2008, 2009, that disastrous thing. After that, Rolex kind of got scared and they started more forecasting. Rolex also, believe it or not, lost a lot of money to Bernie Madoff. That's correct, the financial hedge fund guru who turned out to be a Ponzi scheme. Although Rolex never publicly admitted that they lost money in the Bernie Madoff affair, it is rumored they lost several $billions. So, yeah, that is the rumor. So they were very sensitive to losing more money. When the Asian meltdown happened, they thought, ooh, let's just slow down supply. And what happened, of course, is they had the Chinese rules where you could no longer bribe officials with Rolex watches. So, you know, they were a bit worried because that's the number one bribe of choice is The Rolex. Rolex. Gold Rolex, followed by two-tone, followed by steel. That's the #1 bribe of choice. And it goes back to Chinese times when half king or a full king. If you wanted someone whacked, you would have to pay a full king. Being a full king, a president, a date. In solid gold. You want half king, meaning they'd be in a wheelchair, you'd give a two-tone date just. So that's old Chinese Hong Kong triad days. That's the old Hong Kong triads. Now, with Rolex itself there, increasing supply, what does that mean? Well, it means we're going to start to see markets are going to be coming back. Now, I would be very cautious because the Chinese buyers, the Chinese are they're going to snaffle up that demand. So just be aware, just because supply is coming through, it may not last long. The Chinese may be jumping on that new supply. So let's just wait and see. I don't think things will improve in the Asia-Pacific region. Too many Chinese mainlanders who are constantly wanting that stock. Hong Kong has been it's devastated. It's very hard to get any good model stock. Singapore, the same. Australia, look, it's hit and miss with the Aussie dealers. The Aussie dealers are very difficult to deal with. I've had an Aussie dealer threaten legal action. I got to be careful what I say, but they basically were taking bribes. They basically were taking kickbacks to get bribes there. Speak of the devil. One Australian dealer recently, I know this because I know a grey market dealer who bought the Panda. Yes, a client got a Panda. This was from one of the big Aussie Rolex dealers. And what did you have to get to buy a Panda? Well, the customer also had to pay full retail for a solid gold, yellow gold, bluesy Submariner. That's right, they had to buy a full gold Submariner, blue, and they had to buy a white gold Patek Philippe world time. That's a 5230. 5230 G for white gold. That's a $63,000 watch in Australia, 63,000 Aussie dollars. The solid gold Submariner, about 44,000. And then, of course, they got the Panda at retail. So it's a beautiful collection. What do you think of that as a collection? A Panda, Daytona, solid gold Submariner, and a white gold world time. Fuck, that's a great collection. Rolex, 2 Rolex, and a Patek. Fuck me dead, that'd be a beautiful collection. So that's kind of the story that's happening there. What do I think will happen? Well, it's interesting. The base model steel will start to flow again. Yeah, I think we do need that. Many of the Rolex dealers in Australia are struggling because you need to have, it's one thing for stock to be super valuable, but they can't really charge a big premium. They've got to sell it at retail. They can't charge more than retail. It's a bit of a tricky situation. Different countries have different consumer laws, but in Australia, you're not actually allowed to sell above retail. That's kind of a no-no. We're sort of a nanny state. We've got the ACCC, and they kind of look out for the price gouging. They don't like it. It's one of these Labor Party ideas, you know, to protect consumers. And yeah, so price gouging is not liked. What do I think will happen? I think supply will increase. I think it's good because when its supply is so limited, it's not good for the hobby. Speculators and super rich move in, whereas true purists who love watches can't get it. I think watch this space. Rolex Drought is going to be over 6 to 12 months, I'd give it. I'm calling it now. And this is very much what I think will ease the squeeze, and it's about time. This ridiculous supply problems. It hasn't been a good time. Will Rolex prices fall in the secondary market? I don't think there's a guarantee. They must fall a bit, but who knows? Rolex economics, who knows? It's so fucking tricky. But good news, the Rolex Drought will break in about 6 to 12 months. I'm Archie Luxury. This is the Archie Luxury corporate channel, Archie Luxury channel, and Paul Pluta channel. Tell me what you guys think of that.